Well, hi family. Welcome to episode 2 of our local spotlights. I am here at the Valley Lighthouse, this time with Steven Sands. Hi Steven.
Hi Fran.
How are you today? Good. The whole point of local spotlights is to let you know about the organizations that are serving our community and what ways they're helping. So can you tell us a little bit about the Valley Lighthouse and what it is you do?
Yes, we are located at 105 Main Street in Lykens. It used to be called Kevin's Place. And a while back, it was purchased by Ivan Martin to serve the community. He asked me to manage it, and he eventually donated it to our nonprofit so that we could serve this community with unemployment services and other things.
That's great. So how many people do you have running this place?
We have lots of volunteers, people that stop in to help and do things, but I am the only staff member right now.
Wow, so one staff member, lots of volunteers. I bet you could use some help.
We can use some help, yeah. And my job is to manage the place, but we've been putting in a new kitchen, so I've been managing the plumbers and electricians and whatever, and just trying to get things up and running. COVID has really put a damper on what we've been doing, so it's been slow move the last year and a half.
Sure.
But we are certain that after that is over, we can start doing catering and banquets for the people.
Okay, so catering and banquets. So is that to raise money for something else? What people group are you trying to serve here?
We plan to use the catering, and mainly banquets, to fund our other ministries here in the Valley Lighthouse. The point is that we are a nonprofit, so we don't take money out to owners or to investors. We want to take the money from the banquets, the profit from banquets, and put it back in, cover the infrastructure so that the ministries run out of here are not burdened with a large rental or
Yeah, I love that. I'm such a fan of holistic models where there's sustainability there. It sounds like that's what you're working on.
That's our goal. We just received a grant along with Salvation Army and the Northern Dolphin Human Services Center to do a program called the AHA process. This program is a 10-week program where we bring people in who are interested in getting ahead in a hard world, getting ahead when you're getting out of prison. Programs to help people succeed, to take the next step in their life. The program is 10 weeks, and I think some are even longer, but every week that this person comes to the meeting, have a meal, and if they have kids, we'll have babysitting, and they'll also get paid for their time, stipends. So they come this week, and they get paid next week for this week. So it's an incentive for them to do better for themselves. We're really excited about the program.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I'm excited about it. I love that it sounds like not just a handout, but a hand up.
That's right. We also are working on a computer lab. We just put a proposal in, a grant proposal to get some computers and to get a person in here to have them pay for somebody to be in here 20 hours a week, to teaching people how to use a computer, teach them how to get on the internet, to find jobs. So the two programs really mesh very nicely together.
That's amazing. So then are all of your services sort of centered around helping people to get out of poverty and find employment? Is that how you would describe it?
That's correct. We want them to find jobs or better jobs. And sometimes that's training. So one of the things we have in the future we're considering is, can we do a welding class? Teach people how to weld. We have many businesses in this area that use welders, are always looking for welders. What about carpenters, electricians? Can we teach basic carpentry? Can we teach basic electricity? Can we teach them, how about how to cook? Or how about a waitress? It fits right into the fact that we will be doing banquets and catering right out of this facility.
That's amazing. See, I love how you're hoping to teach people skills that will impact their lives forever, not just one moment, but will continue on.
That's right. This is an ongoing learning process. And the fact that we're a nonprofit and we do a banquet, and that money that we make on a banquet, We're not privately owned. As a nonprofit, we have to keep the money in our organization, and we want to do that so that we can fund these programs, so it's not a burden on the people who need to learn the skills.
That's great. It sounds very sustainable, very well thought out.
I hope so.
So how did you personally get involved in this work?
Well, a long time ago, and many people don't remember the Camp Hill riots, SCI Camp Hill, when the place was almost destroyed right outside of Camp Hill. Right before that, my pastor had taken me into the prison and introduced me to two men. One was a lifer, his name was Gene McGuire, and the other was Jim Law. He was going to be out in 2 years. It was a time when I found out that prisoners, inmates, were just people, and these were men of God in prison. And I started writing with them, and was actually there the day that Gene McGuire got out of prison 20 years later as a juvenile lifer. And it changed my view of that scripture that says, "When did we see you in prison and visit you?" Jesus said in Matthew 25. And he calls us to serve. I can get preaching here, Brianna.
Go for it.
There's always the big discussion about salvation and works. Saved by grace, but James talks about works. Well, they're not mutually exclusive. We're saved to do good works. And Jesus told us to feed the hungry, to clothe those who need clothing, to house, help people, get people better. And so it was just one process after another. And when Ivan asked me to do this business, this ministry here, it just seemed like the right time for me to step in and up my game and make this and work with the community here.
Well, I love that. And a little behind the scenes that I didn't advertise is that Local Spotlights is about honoring those that are serving our community. So we just want to honor you and thank you so much for what you're doing in our community. We definitely at Giving Light are of one heart and one mind in that our faith needs to be in action, not just in word. So along with that, are there certain ways that our church community can partner with you guys to help you accomplish your mission?
Yes, definitely. We always have need of volunteers. Right now the building would seem empty, but yet there's things that need to be done on a weekly basis. And as we grow, when this AHA process starts, we're going to need people who are babysitters. We're going to need people to supply meals, help us with meals. We're going to need people to maybe pick up some people that don't have vehicles. A lot of people in poverty don't have a vehicle. And so there'll be a lot of things that an individual can volunteer for, as well as considering being one of the teachers, the moderators of the AHA process.
Wow, sounds like something for everybody.
Yes, there is.
Meals, childcare,
Childcare.
Transportation, and maybe even being a teacher or facilitator at a class.
Right. That's right.
That's great. How about donations?
Financially, we're always looking for financial donations. That's correct. But as far as any physical things that we need people. And the more people we have working, helping, volunteering, and talking about what we're looking to do, the more that revenue will come in, those donations will come in. But right now, we're looking to just make the programs work, and we need volunteers to help with that.
Well, great. Well, church, you heard it. We are Giving Light, and this is Lighthouse. So it sounds like a perfect partnership. Please consider serving, volunteering, donating your time, your resources, or just ask questions if there's more ways that you can get involved. We'll have all of the information, the website, and ways that you can connect with Stephen in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and this is Local Spotlights, Episode 2.